Hello, everyone. My name is Karen Lantz from Des Moines, Iowa, and this is the Team Celebrate Saturday Morning Training Tools Zoom. So we're glad you're up early with us. Got some exciting things, I think, to share with you. Every time when we talk about like a new patch, or we're also going to talk about getting paid today. So that's an exciting topic. We're going to be talking about X49. It's always interesting to learn new things about these patches that maybe we haven't known about them before. But before we do that, I just want to kind of clear up one thing from our Zoom meeting. I believe it was last week when we covered this. We talked about, and I can show this on my screen here a minute. Okay, so what I wanted to show you, when you go to your back office, if you are trying to do the placement of left and right, we know we do this right in the upper right-hand corner, right here by your name. You go to change settings, and down at the very bottom, right here, it says, what is your binary placement preference when you begin sponsoring new team members? You can either put build left or build right. We really don't use the strong leg outside. So that is where you tell the computer where you want to place your new brand partner that you're signing up. Let's say you sign somebody up, they got put on the wrong side of where you wanted them to be. That can be corrected if it's done in the first 5 days after signing them up. And how you would do that, I would call customer service or chat with them through the chat. You can always leave your phone number. They will call you back, and you can get that changed within the first 5 days after you sign them up. If it's after 5 days, they can sometimes still be moved, but you need to call customer service to do that. There is a $50 charge if it's after the 5 days. So you want to make sure that you get your new brand partners that you're signing up, get them in the placement that you want them within the first 5 days after signing them up, because you don't want to pay that extra $50 if you don't have to. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the X49 patch, and we've got Mary Theesfeld up in Southwest Minnesota, and Mary's going to help us learn a lot about the X49 patch, how it works with X39. And Mary, go ahead and take it away.
Well, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon or evening, whatever you're listening to this recording. Like Karen said, my name is Mary Theesfeld, and my husband Rod and I live in Southwest Minnesota. We've been using the patches and have been part of Lifeway for about a year. Karen asked me to speak a little bit about the X49 patch, and both Rod and I wear this patch every day. And as you are probably aware, it elevates the AHK-CU peptide that helps with strength and stamina, as well as just overall performance. It helps support a healthy cardiovascular system, cognitive functions, creates faster recovery after exercising. And I like that it helps with increasing or strengthening our bone density. I have a diagnosis of osteopenia, so I'm anxious to see what the next test results will show with that. Helps with promoting lean muscle and fat loss, which is awesome, of course. We need to treat our bodies well by eating healthy foods and getting the exercise and just being good to our bodies too. We can't expect the patch to fix everything. We need to also do our part. This patch is worn for 12 hours and then it's taken off. Daytime use is recommended because we need to be hydrated, and the patch works better when our bodies are hydrated. I've also learned that wearing the X49 creates a natural Faraday cage within our bodies, and I did not know much about the Faraday cage, so I've done a little research. And a Faraday cage creates a field in our bodies that will block out the EMFs and radiation caused by 5G radiation and the electromagnetic fields. It can create this cage in our bodies within seconds of putting on the patch, which is pretty amazing. So it's protection and prevention. Low frequency EMFs may contribute to neurological and cognitive issues or disorders. So it's important to protect our bodies from that radiation. we are all on a computer or on a phone many, many, many hours. If you did a cumulative running time clock or whatever, we would be amazed at how much time is spent with a phone in our hand or sitting in front of a computer. So it's really important to wear the X49 patch to protect ourselves from that. I did in my research find a video that was on the Wellness Warriors page, the Facebook page. It was one that Renita had shared, and the date was 10/22 of 23. And I just Googled Faraday Cage. Dr. John Harmon did a demonstration with a woman who did not have the X49 patch on. And he had her come up to the front of the stage and he had her put out her arm and he pushed on her arm to, test her strength. And she was pretty strong. And then he had her take her cell phone and lay it on her chest or hold it up to her chest, did the same thing, put her arm out, and he pushed on her arm and her arm was just weak. It went down immediately. She had lost that strength within seconds. So then he had her put on the X49 patch and did the same thing again, held out her arm, held the phone to her chest, and he could not push her arm down. That strength had returned. So that was a pretty awesome testimony to me as to what that patch can do. And I think it's important to see things like that to know what it truly does. I mean, people can tell us that it will do that, but until we actually see it with our own eyes, sometimes it's like, yeah, right, you're making that up. Or, we have better belief, I guess, when we actually see a demonstration and a little more information. So that's what I know about the X49.
That was an excellent explanation, Mary, of what the patch can do. And you are so right about, I love that demonstration that Dr. Harmon did. I have not seen that done, but if we were talking to a new prospect, what I tell prospective clients when I'm talking to them about the X49 is I'll say it is good for your bones and your muscles. And I don't really talk that much about the Faraday cage because most people don't understand it, but that is something we certainly could do. And that little cell phone demonstration is an easy demonstration to do to them with the muscle testing. I don't know how they couldn't believe that that is really a thing that we need to protect ourselves from the 4G and the 5G. I know that athletes love this patch and it definitely enhances their workouts and things like that. Mike, I know you've had some great results with the X49. Do you want to speak to that for a minute?
Yeah, I'd be glad to. I actually did a little research this morning on it as well. Mary, thank you for sharing. I had forgotten all about the Faraday cage, and I'm on my cell phone a lot. But another thing you mentioned is the cognitive improvement. And I'm sitting here looking at how much better I'm doing working on tax returns this year versus last year. Karen, you've heard me mention, and I'm in a zone. I'm working on tax returns. My cognitive skills have definitely improved over just a year. Okay, so that's pretty amazing. My biggest thing I saw is, first of all, my blood pressure has gone down by 20 points by wearing the 39 and 49. So yeah, and nothing's changed on the same medications. It's just the patches, okay? But what I wanted to share was in my workouts, because I work out I do kickboxing 3 times a week and then strength training 3 other days a week. And so what I did is I kept telling Karen, I'm wearing a MyZone, okay, which is the thing I wear on my chest, a strap that actually will monitor my workout, and I can see it up on the big TV screen, but I also can go back and look at my workouts online. And so what I did is I went and did an average of the March of 23 workouts, and I averaged 62% effort. And I work hard at every workout. That's just my mental standpoint, but I reached a cap. Here in October of 23, my average workouts were 78%. X49 is an amazing product and it's working well for me in a lot of aspects, but I just didn't realize the cognitive skills, and I just put 2 and 2 together today. So thank you for your presentation.
Great job. And X49 and X39 are 2 patches that we will not be without in our household because I think they're both just awesome. Okay, let's switch gears a minute here. I want to share my screen again. Okay, when you log into your back office, what I want to talk about for a minute is getting paid when you have commissions that are due to you from LifeWave. And the way you would do this is you need to set up your eWallet. And as you first sign up with LifeWave, you're going to get an email sent to you, and it will give you a little password, and you can change your password. And it's kind of the link to get everything set up for you. But I also want to show you where else you can learn about this. So on the main page in your back office, go to the resources tab over on the right. Under that, you're going to see right here, it says LifeWave commission payout information. That is one source right there. Also, commission pay card over here on the left. I'm going to choose this one right here. I think they both take you to this exact same place. That's kind of what's nice about the way the website is set up. You can get to where you want to go from several different ways. Okay, so right here it says LifeWave Payout Setup Guide. We're going to click on that. You get a little 6-page tutorial here. It's going to tell you exactly what to do. Right here is a customer service number for the payout and the e-wallet. This is a different customer service number than our regular LifeWave customer service. This is a different company that does this. It's going to talk to you here about this is what your welcome email would look like. It's going to have a username and a password, and you're going to click there and you're going to create your own username and password. There's a little video here that tells you what your next steps are going to be. You're going to put in all the information, that your name, address, all the pertinent information, and also fill out this form right here. You're going to create a PIN. It's going to ask you some security questions. It is going to ask you for your Social Security number. This is a very secure site. This is very safe to put that in. And down here, it's going to ask you how you want to be notified when you get paid. You can be notified through email, through text, through both. Again, it's going to ask you for your transaction PIN number. One thing I have learned in helping another one of my brand partners getting this set up for them, probably the easiest way to do this is to link it to a bank account. And if you do a bank transfer, the cost is 25 cents. That's what they take out of your check each time that is transferred. You can also do a prepaid card, which is actually like a MasterCard. It is shipped to you through standard shipping through post office. The cost for that MasterCard to have your payment put onto a MasterCard is $7.95. That includes the shipping, or unless you want it express shipping, that would be $39.95. You can also do a wire transfer. They told me that that is mostly done on international brand partners that would do that. There's a charge for $12 to do that. And you can just have a check sent to you via US mail. And the charge for that is $3. So by far, the least costly way to do this is through a bank transfer. Only costs you $0.25, get the money transferred to your account. There is a $1 a month maintenance fee. I think that's very reasonable for them to do their business and get the money to us. You can also have this set up so that it comes to your account, or however you want to get paid. You can have this set up on a weekly basis, since LifeWave does pay out weekly. You can have it set up bi-weekly, or you can have it set up monthly, whatever you prefer to have, how often you want that coming to your account. So that is how you get paid. If you have money sitting there and you haven't set this up yet, I highly encourage you to do that, because I believe that there is also a charge of $20 a month if it's left in there over 6 months. So you want to get this set up so that the money is coming to you and you can not have those extra fees and have all the money that you've earned go back into fees. You don't want that. So just wanted to go over how to set up your e-wallet so you can get paid. And then once this is all set up, it will just automatically come to your account, or however you want that coming to you. every time you make money and you get paid with LifeWave. So just wanted to go over that. And I think that about covers everything we wanted to cover for today. Next week, we're going to be talking about the InTouch app, what it can do for your business, how you can learn about LifeWave and the patches, but we'll be talking about the InTouch app next week. So everybody have a great week and stay healthy and use your patches. Get out and enjoy this beautiful weather. We're going to get vitamin D today. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thanks, Karen.
Thanks, Karen.
Right.
Thank you. Great
Thank
job.
you, Karen and Mary
Mary, nice job.
and Mike.
Thank you. Yeah, that's pretty amazing, Mike.
Hey, and I was just going to say, one of the things also is that if you elect to have their checks come in bi-weekly, they still send you a notice when you on a weekly basis what you made, and then they show you what you're going to get paid the second week. Okay, it doesn't matter what you choose, you're still going to get that notice that you made this money this week.
Wondering about that dollar fee too, because sometimes it's, you know,
Yeah.
the 25 cents, and then the next time it's,
Right.
you know, $1.25 or whatever.
One
I'm
time
like,
a month they come
why?
and check.
Why is
I
that?
know. I was confused about that at first. That's why I called and asked these questions because, you know, it might $1, big deal. But if it's $1 every single
Every
week,
time.
that's $50. I choose to have my money transferred bi-monthly. I pay the $1 a month, once a month, and then the 25 cents only 2 times a month every time they transfer. That's just what I've elected to do with our account for right now. So you can set it up however it works for you guys. All right. Well, thanks for getting up early and being on, you guys.
Good to see you on here, Carla.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.